My name's Kevin Clark and I'm a fitness instructor. Growing up, I was always really high-wired. I always needed to stimulate my brain in good ways and also bad. I would say 11 years old. I remember the first thing I did that was kind of off the walls was stealing money from people in amusement parks. It was something that really brought adrenaline, and as time grew on, I was chasing it. I'd always played sports, but I needed more excitement in my life, which came from drugs and alcohol, other things that stimulated my mind, criminal activities, running away from home, breaking into houses, breaking into cars, robbing people, selling, you name it. Eventually, as time went on, I started catching charges, misdemeanors to felonies, to near-death experiences, going to jail at 18 years old for my first felony case, spending 6 months in there, getting out, going back for a few years, not too long after, getting out for a little bit, going back for another few years. It was a constant, repeated cycle. My second go-around in prison, I was 26 years old, and I've realized that I'm really wasting my life right now. So I actually got sober in prison, and I got into a group of people that were working out every day. I knew that I needed to, of course, keep myself busy in there, but I figured if I'm gonna stay sober, I need to find the foundation of staying sober, and health and fitness is the foundation. So what I've known about myself about the stimulation, I've always needed to stay stimulated, and I learned how much I actually liked the feeling of working out. Similar to the feeling you get in the streets of the danger and mischievous feeling, as maybe when you look in the mirror and you see body changes. It's kind of a similar feeling, and you get the same kind of adrenaline when you got your music playing and you got your boys with you and you're all hyping each other up. And I realized that it was almost like I could transition from that to this. I knew it was just gonna start from the day I got out. I literally had to get in the gym the day I got out. If I wanted to keep at it, I had to start immediately. I had a surprise party thrown by me from my family, and nobody was drinking. Everybody supported my decision to try to stay sober, try to make it easier for me. I was always kind of one of the worst, even in my friend group, so everybody was actually pretty excited about me trying something new. And sure enough, years later, I'm doing things I never would have imagined I would do. So being a fitness trainer was something I never expected would happen. It was a great idea when I first got out, but I thought it was too late for me for some reason. So I took my personal training test anyway. I took it, failed it. Took it again, failed it. Took it 4 times, failed it every time, I gave up on it. A few years passed. Eventually, I had a family friend say, look, I'm gonna pay for this course, you're gonna pass it this time. I passed it, went into One Life because that's the gym that I've been going to the whole time. Showed them my certification, they hired me immediately, and I've progressed in the career. And I'm looked at as a leader in the community, and it's somewhere that I've never thought I would be. I've been sober now over 7 years, and I've still faced temptations, of course, but when you keep yourself busy and you have passion in a certain area, it makes it a lot easier. And I have a lot of passion in what I'm doing right now, so it makes my sobriety a lot more exciting. If I had one piece of advice for somebody that may come from a rough background or had a rough start, and you may think that you're letting your past define you, keep at it. Keep throwing your new self in people's faces. You're gonna have to prove yourself. People are gonna have to re-believe in you. When you show people you can do right, people are gonna hop on board. Your past, it'll always be a part of you, but it'll never be who you are. I'm Kevin Clark, and I am Hampton Roads.